Chief Keef used to be heavily associated with his neighborhood O Block and its gang members when he was living in the area. Although after Keef's rap career blew up, things got ugly between him and other O Block and Chicago gang members like Lil Durk, which forced Chief Keef to leave the city, and he hasn't returned in years. Stick around to see the shocking reason for Chief Keef being banned from O Block. Things first began to go downhill when O Block member Trey 5 was arrested and needed $25,000 in order to post bail. Other members from O Block had raised $18,000 and turned to Chief Keef to pitch in $7,000 for the remainder of the bail. After all, Keef had recently signed a $6 million record deal around this time, so this type of money would be nothing to him. Chief Keef had promised O Block to pay the rest of the bail and even told them that he had spent that much just on shoes alone. But according to King Von, when they would try to reach Keef for the money, he would keep flaking out on them and ended up not pulling through like he said he would. O Block members felt some type of way about Keef's actions, since they believed that he was switching up on his hometown now that he had money. Things escalated even further when Lil Durk's OTF gang retaliated for getting in a fight with Chief Keef's Glo gang during a joint concert, and Chief Keef's homie Ballout ended up getting his chain snatched during the scuffle. Glo gang believed Lil Durk was behind the attack, and they decided to press him after the concert. Keef's homie Lil Reese even choked Lil Durk while confronting him, although to this day Durk denies it happened. The fight between Durk and Keef caused minor tension between the two, and some think that karma was against Lil Durk since he was arrested shortly after the scuffle for an unrelated gun charge. Although luckily for Durk, he was granted bail for $100,000, but he was short of $10,000. So Lil Durk turned to Chief Keef for the money since the beef wasn't too serious and Keef would be the only one to afford pitching in that much. But Chief Keef wasn't having it and refused to fork up the money, so Lil Durk was forced to remain behind bars. Durk was able to come up with the $10,000 later on and got released from jail, and he wasted no time getting at Chief Keef for leaving him behind a cell. Durk hopped on Twitter and threw several subliminal disses towards Keef, with one of the tweets telling Chief Keef that he would have been killed if it wasn't for his 300 cent that he repped. Durk ended off his rant by threatening Chief Keef if he ever came to his O Block, since he tweeted, "Where are you gonna spend it at, because you can't come around here with it." Chief Keef wasn't fazed by Durk's threats since he made fun of the rapper struggling to post bail and tweeted, "Just bought a 2013 four-wheeler for $10,000. Regardless of how Chief Keef felt about the situation, it seems his newfound fortune made too many enemies in O Block and things would continue in 2014. Chief Keef reached the last straw between O Block and OTF after he sided with Tyga during the beef between Lil Durk and Tyga. In response, Lil Durk invited the Migos to O Block since they were beefing with Chief Keef, and nobody did anything to them, which showed Chief Keef's hometown wasn't messing with him like they used to. But to make things worse, Chief Keef's house was robbed by several O Block members, including someone named Boss Top, who was supposed to be one of Keef's best friends. While Chief Keef was in court, O Block members broke into a house he was renting and robbed anything they could find. O Block members stole Keef's car along with his chain, designer clothes, bags, jewelry, and high-end shoes. Chief Keef even said they stole his daughter's clothes, some deodorant, and detergent. It's safe to say O Block ran Keef's house completely dry. Keef ranted on Twitter about how O Block members who robbed him had no loyalty and were blind to what he did for them, to which Boss Top responded with a pic on Instagram of him posted with a gun. The caption tagged Chief Keef and told him to come back to O Block if he dared, and on top of that, Boss Top began to constantly flash Keef's stolen chain all over social media. But Chief Keef was smart enough to not take the bait and throw his life away since he had way too many enemies in Chicago. He instead moved to LA and has yet to return to his hometown till this day. Although it wasn't all bad blood since Chief Keef was able to squash his beef with Lil Durk, which the two confirmed on Twitter. Keef was even able to end any tension with King Von, who was a big part of O Block. But it doesn't mean the rest of O Block members are cool with him. It's best for Chief Keef to not risk his life by returning to Chicago. It seems like the rapper will stay in LA for the foreseeable future.